Don't do that. There we go. We recorded. We live. We back on the air.
Continue. Blessings.
With ZipLock305 and Chef Pea, JD Fresh. So tell where everybody from, because we all met on Clubhouse, right? So go around and say where we're from.
You want me to? Oh, Chef Pea, ladies first.
I'm from New York.
I'm from Miami, Florida. I was just in California. Oh, let me stop.
You gotta be specific. Say New York.
I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Okay. God bless. Love it.
I love that accent. I love that.
Where you from,
about
JD?
Me? Oh, okay. I'm from Southern California. I'm near LA. It's basically LA. It's close enough. But I've been here my whole life, born and raised.
What about the chain snatchers? Not to interrupt what you was gonna ask.
No, you good. The what?
The chain snatchers. I heard PNB Rock got his. God bless PNB Rock. I'm not trying to make.
Rest in peace. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't be out in the streets like that. I don't know nothing about gang culture except through friends and stuff. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy? Happened. When I was out in LA, because I just came to Miami. I'm from Miami, but I was there to LA to learn some game, learn some knowledge. So I came back to Miami, or I was in LA. I couldn't even wear this shirt.
Oh no.
It's too much. Even though it had blue and red, I couldn't wear this shirt. It would be like a target on my back.
When I go to LA, because I don't know nothing, I wear like green or orange or yellow, just something that
you can't even wear green and orange. You can't. That's not even neutral anymore.
See, I didn't know that. Or gray. I don't know. I just try to wear like a button-up shirt and look goofy. That's what I do.
Yeah, you gotta look goofy. I wear pink, so they know I'm not in no type of vibe. Blessings. All right, let's go. What you gonna say? Talk to me. Hey, Chef.
I wanted everyone to know that's watching, like how we linked up and got together, because we all on this app Clubhouse. A lot of people don't know about it. So you'd like to tell the story how we met, Zip? So
yeah, I was in. Okay, it's funny because everything makes sense. Wow, God is good. Okay, because I push a lot of P, whether it comes to plants, whether it comes to pounds, whether it comes to pimping. And Chef P had a push and P room. Blessings, God bless. And Chef P had a push and P room. And it seemed like I had no business in that room, but I'm a free spirit. I'm open. I'm an open book, like I always tell you. You can ask me any question. Chef P, God bless her heart. She had a push and P room. I'm like, push and P? Let me see what's in this. But y'all was just talking about letters that started with P. I'm not sure. I always say that. I'm not sure if y'all knew what that meant, like as far as the street slang, because you said you're not in gang culture, but that's highly respected. When somebody say you're pushing P, then that's one of the most best things somebody could say that you're doing. Because, for instance, pushing P mostly means pushing pimping, and I'm saying a lot more than what I should have said. We was in Chef P's room and she was pushing P. I think it's spelled Pushing P without the PEA, which is her name. And I do a lot of spellings, because spellings tells a lot of the way the letters are lined up and spelled tells a lot of meanings behind narratives and behind words. So when I seen that, I'm like, okay, let me go in the room, because we'd have never been in this podcast if she'd have never named that room. So kudos to Chef P. If she'd have never named it Pushing P, we'd have never had this podcast. So blessings. So basically, pushing P means pushing your pimping, pushing your game, pushing your knowledge and wisdom on the opposite sex, or it could be the same sex, depending on what you're into. If you're a woman into women, but blessings. You're pushing your pimping, your P, and that's why I went to California for. Like I said, I had to learn game. I didn't want to elaborate, but now we're elaborating. So I learned a lot of game in California. I remember we had a conversation, Figueroa, one of the infamous streets, and I've seen a lot of things. And remember, I always said, and I'm going to say a lot of things, and I apologize for going rambling. I apologize. I always said, if I say I love you to you, JD, or if I say I love you to you, Chef P, or no, not y'all. If I say I love you to a stranger, right, and they don't say it back, I personally know from reading biblical scriptures and reading different scriptures and magical scriptures, I know if I say I love you to a person and they don't acknowledge me or they don't say it back, I stole their power. And I learned that from the game of life. You see what I'm saying? The pimping, pushing P. So if I say I love you to a woman and she says it back, we stole each other's power. Like when I say steal each other's power, like she took my power, but I still have my power. It makes sense?
I think so. Yeah. I'm marinating on what you said.
Like if I say, Chef P, I like you, and she says I like you, we exchange each other's power. So I gave her power, she gave me power. So I know her femininity and she knows my masculinity. And that took me a long time to understand. But I'm like, why people, I say I love you to certain people, they don't say it back. And that's how I know love is a strong word, because it took me my whole life to say it so openly. So, okay, blessings. And remember, we on the pushing P vibe. I'm pushing P now. So I go to the strip clubs. speaking of pushing my P, right? And I apologize for going long. I'm gonna end it and y'all can talk. So I go to the strip clubs and I be like, I love you to everybody, because I really do love strippers. I really do love people, whether they're in the business of strip club, they're in the business of pimping, they're in the business of making money. I love that. I love nature. I love people. I love positivity. I even love negativity because it gives me a challenge. You see what I'm saying? So when I say I love you to somebody and they don't say it back, I stole their power. But then I realized I could just be in a room or on Clubhouse with people and listen to them, and I don't got to say nothing to them, and I get a part of their power, right? It's like a supreme wizard.
That's interesting you say that. That's interesting you
talk
say that.
to me.
I want to hear Chef her thoughts on what you said, but also why she came up with that title, because it keeps coming up. And also because you're very fly with how you come up with names and titles and how you use language. It's really dope. I just want you to speak on that a little bit as you introduce yourself. That's a lot. I know. It's 3 questions in one. It's 3 questions in one.
Right. So introduce myself. I'm Chef Pea. I'm a plant-based vegan chef based in the Bronx, New York. I was born in Trinidad. And then I moved to the Bronx, New York. So that's where I've been ever since. I grow and incorporate the foods that I grow into my dishes. And I also make healing products like soap, bath salts, yoni steams, hair oils, stuff like that. The Push and Pee thing came about, and it was crazy because that room, I had canceled it, and then I scheduled to do it again. So it was right when I started my club, Cooking with Chef P, and I had heard about the song, and everybody was talking about Push and Pee, and I never really heard the song. I never looked into what Push and Pee was, but for me, it was like Push and Pee. It felt like the universe was talking to me. It was like, yo, push your P, So I was like, yo, push and P. So what that meant to me, and then it's just open to perception for everybody to just dissect for it to be what it means to you. It don't have to be, it's whatever you want it to be. And it turned out beautiful. You popped up out of nowhere, and it's just been, everything has been aligned since then. About to be
That's fire. Hey, what's up? No, it's good. Kitchens are busy. I used to work in a kitchen, like at a restaurant. You always got to yell corner when you're coming in around so you don't bump into people.
Yeah. Behind, hot. Yep.
Points, all that.
Lesson. And you are a chef, right?
Yes. Plant-based vegan chef.
I worked for over 30 different restaurants. Not to steal nobody's thunder. I worked for over 30.
That's a lot.
Man, I'm a chef myself. I went to cooking school or commercial food school. Yeah. I told you that, right, Chef?
Go ahead.
I'm not sure. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm a chef. I think I said it in the room when I seen that you was a chef. I said I'm a chef also. But blessings, I do a lot of things, man. That's why I'm so inquisitive. But go ahead. What you
I didn't want to interrupt, Chef. She was flowing. But you said you were classically trained to be a chef. Chef P, did you go to school for this, or you self-taught?
I did go to culinary school as well. I graduated from culinary school, but most of what I learned, I would say, came from, my parents, my grandparents, and my family, really. I feel like when I went to culinary school, it kind of tried to box me in. It was like one recipe, traditional, just French techniques. And it was just like, kind of boxed me in. It didn't really give me a chance to explore anything. I'm grateful for the experience because it taught me a lot about the professional culinary world. But just being a chef, I feel, is also being an artist. So just, expressing yourself the way you want to express yourself, interacting with the ingredients the way you want to, and mixing them the way you want to,
That's fire. I can vouch for the soap and the teas that you have. I purchased those. They're really, really good. I just finished my first bar of soap. I got more though.
Gratitude.
Yeah. And I see on your Instagram stories, the way that you cook and the presentation of the food. That's why I thought you did go to school, because it looks amazing. I'm sure it tastes amazing, but the art that you put into making it is apparent.
Gratitude.
All right. Chef P is gonna be amazing. She's a star already. Blessings. I believe in her. Blessings.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And I've seen, I don't know if this sounds weird, but just in the last few months that I've known you, I feel like you've grown to a next level, like you getting your business more out there, or thinking of new products, or reaching more people. So it's awesome. I love to see,
Right. Thank you.
Independent businesses, women women of color, like doing big things. Like that's awesome. I get excited. So it's Small Business Saturday right now. So I'm excited to be like chopping it up with y'all and promoting each other's business. That's lit.
Love, that's love.
Gratitude, word.
What's this Clubhouse thing about? I know people watch this like, what is Clubhouse? I heard of it. What's a room? What's a title? Like, is there anything you can say to kind of break it down? Because we be on there a lot.
Yeah, we spend a lot of energy on there.
What you think about that?
Is just like, I feel, another social media app. Like, it's like, you know, you on there with your voice is just different from like Instagram where you post. You know,
I'll meet you there. Yeah, I'm excited.
Wow,
I'm gonna meet you guys there. Okay.
She's so excited to go bowling.
JD, such a good father, man. I idol you. Blessings. God bless.
It's the biggest blessing right now in my life. I mean, 2 kids. What?
Wow, blessings, man. And you're happy every day. I could vibe with somebody that's happy, man. Blessings. Chef Pea is happy.
I couldn't always say that, but yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time that I was like sad or depressed. I couldn't.
No, wow. I don't even remember. I don't think I ever was. Like, I was always happy. I cry because I'm so happy of life.
That's lit.
That's how happy my emotions are. Like when I called you today, I was like, man, I can't make this stuff.
That's
bliss.
That's
it.
I
literally cry.
That's bliss.
Like, I have so much knowledge, and sometimes it's cheating, and I feel bad for some people because their third eye isn't open. Like, our third eye is somewhat open. When I say somewhat, because I know mine's somewhat, I don't know how open your third eye is, but for us to be on this conversation, our third eye have to be open some type of way, and it's just the simplicity to make your third eye open. And I'm like, man, some people just don't understand. They're working a job, and they, not to say jobs are hard, like bad, because I had over 30 jobs until I realized I didn't have to work a job. Like, it's in me. The business is in me. And I picked up on every job that I worked at, and I learned that they had an algorithm, they had a matrix, a system that I picked up on, that customers are always right. Customer service. You got to know how to talk to people. There's always somebody that talks to someone, even if it's a business that has nothing to do with people. You have to pitch your business to open that business to somebody that invested in your business. And I realized words and speech and pitching is powerful. Like it says in the Gospel of Thomas, you adhere to these teachings and you will not taste death. And these words will serve you as bread, your money, your mammon, but blessings. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're talking about bliss. I was thinking about the definition of it earlier, because that's one of Chef's sayings. I feel like you say bliss a lot, like you start your videos with that. What does it mean to you, Chef?
I mean, I feel like it's just like a replacement for me instead of bless, because I feel like bless is like be less. So I say bliss, you know, like bliss is like, you know, and just throwing that bliss.
It's like bliss. It's more than happy, right? It's more than just
no, I feel like it's like, what is happy?
It's deeper than that.
Like, what is bliss? But I feel like when you say bliss to somebody, they just like,
you smile when you say it, bliss.
Yeah, they get a feeling like but when you say happy, I feel like there's so much like construct around happy.
Yeah.
Where are you supposed to find it at? Is it within yourself? Where is it, you know, bliss? I feel like it's just bliss. It's in you, it's oozing out of you, it's outside of you. Bliss is just, it's everywhere.
I don't hear that word a lot, so I appreciate that you say it. And you're right, happiness. Well, wait, America, pursuit of happiness. That's all we're really afforded, is a pursuit of happiness. You're not guaranteed to be happy. So a lot of people, I think, aren't. But bliss, like you said,
they're like chasing that. They're chasing happiness. They want it so they just want it. They never have it. You know, they're looking for it. Oh, I'll be happy when, or I'll be happy if, or, you know, and it's like just bliss. I don't even say like anything. It's just bliss. Like,
it can happen in an instant, right? You could feel bliss come on out of nothing.
Literally, right? You could walk outside and see a butterfly and feel bliss in your heart, because you could connect that to whatever your intuitive, you know, connects that with. You know, that's so and so. That's a reminder, or that's I know. You know what it means. You know what it means.
Yeah. And when you say it, it forces your face to smile, which means something. I feel like y'all two you're connected to language you're tapped in a deeper way, because y'all are always talking about what the word means, or using the words with a lot of intention. I appreciate that. That means a lot, because like Zip was saying, like you were saying earlier, the spelling, when you spell a word, like casting a spell or the meaning is deep. You know what I mean? So I feel like you and Chef have that in common. That's a powerful thing to be aware of.
Yeah.
And I remember you was like skeptical when I told you about, like I said, ghost spell and gospel. And the reason I found that out recently, like this past 2 months. Cause I'm like, let me write these things down because I already understand it. I was like, let me write these things down. So I said, hold on. I wrote down GOSPEL. Then I'm like, hold on, that spells ghost spell with another L. So I'm like, nah, these things, like the universe is talking to me. And I need to write more things down because that's where I get a further download. Because I already get the download when I read it, but I started writing. Like I started applying my thoughts to paper and poetry, and I started writing exactly what I see in these scriptures. And the reason I always revert back to scriptures, and the reason why I wear a Holy Bible t-shirt is because there's truth in it. Like if you apply yourself to any type of book, whether an English book or mathematics book, you would take over the matrix of that book. Somebody's putting codes. Some codes are easier because they give you the definitions, and some codes are harder because you got to break down the letters, the spellings of words. And we learn how to spell in kindergarten almost. They're teaching us how to spell the alphabet, how to spell it. Spelling B, bliss, bless. And I remember, I like Chef Pea says, bless means be less. And I was confounded when somebody told me that blessings means be less. And I'm like, why? I keep saying that even though it means be less. Then I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? God is the ultimate. God is up. We are less than God. So I'm thinking we got to be, because I remember one of my artists, not my artists, one of the artists, go ahead. What you said, JD?
Oh, no, I was just listening. I was processing what you said and then like agreeing with you.
Thank you. Blessings. So I was getting mad at myself. I'm like, why does bless means be less? But then I thought about it. I'm like, we're supposed to be less because God is more. God is the positive. And once you have a cup with nothing in it, you get more to give, to share with the world. And I just had a conversation with a man today. He said, like, because I was selling stickers. Like I sell stickers with now I should have had one. It's in my car. All my stickers in my car. I should have had one available so I could show you. And they're like 4x4 stickers with positive messages like life is good. God, one said Holy Bible. I sold out of those.
We gotta
Black
sell
Lives
those.
Matter.
We gotta push those on the show.
Yes, man. I should have bought them in. I don't have none in here. Blessings, but it's okay.
We gotta post in the link. We're gonna post or in the description a link to Chef's Discord or page or store or both.
It's all about Chef Pea.
Hola.
It's all about yes, Petra. Yeah, it's all about Chef
Why
Pea.
say it like that? He said, "Yeah."
Hey, I'm pushing P. This is pimping, player. I'm pushing P. Like a song.
Oh, he just is it cool to use to talk about your name? I know Chef Pea is a brand.
What name?
It is.
What's your name?
Oh,
I'm Petrel.
Name is dope. Tell us about your name.
My name is literally half of my mom's name and half of my dad's name.
That's so cool.
And my mom and my dad is, when I realized when I got old and got into astrology, the first and the last. So Pisces and the Aries. So that makes me the daughter of the first and the last.
It's fire.
Petrel.
It's fire and water.
It's fire and water.
Alpha, the Omega, and everything in between. Oh,
that's me.
That's lit.
Blessing.
That's very. So I'm guessing like nobody else has your name.
I mean, when you Google it, you see the name does pop up. It is like a last name for some families and stuff. But like in my life, in my reality, I don't know anyone with my name. No.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the concept of mixing your parents' names, I've heard of that once. And when I was in high school, and I was like, oh, that's so unique. Probably nobody else has that. And then I meet you. So that's fire. I mean, you had special parents.
Yeah.
To like break the mold and not have a regular name, but to make a new name.
Yeah, I think it's cool, right?
Yeah. I would say that says a lot about you and your parents, I would say, in a good way.
That is good.
What else? What else do we want to talk about? I always default to what we learned today because I always like to share lessons, because when I grow and learn something and share perspective that other people can benefit from it, so that's what I like to talk about.
What you learned today?
What are you asking?
Yeah, what you learned today?
I mean, the day is still young. I'm still learning, but
Did you
Or
say
this
your
week.
daily word?
Or
You
this
said
week.
your daily words? You said your daily words for today? Like your affirmations or whatever you say, whether you
yes,
pray, whether
yes, yes.
blessings. You said your
Mhm.
daily words today?
No. I woke up and
Wow.
went straight to Clubhouse. I'll be honest. I messed up. I didn't start
You
my
can
day
still do
correctly.
it. You can still do it. Blessings to all. Blessings to all. Blessings.
No, and you can still say blessed. That's what I wanted to talk about. You can still say blessed, just like we say understand, overstand, and
Mm.
it's always, and that's why when I say always, because it's like 360 degrees. So it's fine to say blessings, but you know what you're saying, and
Yes.
you understand what you're saying, and you know that bliss and bless, but you're not cursing somebody unknowingly. Blessings, saying be blessed to them without knowing. So it's just more so knowing the knowing and knowing like the intention and the spell that you are casting.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
The
I love you.
Gnosis. I hear what is his name?
The Gnosis.
Shango on Instagram. He's really dope.
Yeah.
He says that a lot. The Gnosis. It's something about knowing. I'm not sure exactly what it means. But again, the intentionality
is a
of
word?
using the word.
Yes.
It is a word. Yeah. I don't know the exact dictionary definition.
Hypnosis.
There you go. I'm sure it's in there. The spelling I'm thinking of is different. No, I didn't, but I didn't make the connection. I might have knew it.
You didn't make that connection? Oh my
Not
Lord.
yet. Yeah. I don't make every connection, bro.
When you was like gnosis, I'm thinking you saying hypnosis. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking no, like K-N-O-W, sis. That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
Right. And then
it's spelled different.
It's G-N-O-S-I-S. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? When I meet women, they want to be hypnotized by a man, by me. They want to be in my trance. They want to be in my spell. I don't know if it's my Instagram, if it's my following, if it's the way I talk. And the way I talk to women is not like just like I was talking to Chef Pea. I'm talking feminine. I'm pushing P. And I have a soft voice and I have a naturally high pitched voice, like with my music. Like I talk like a baby. And in the gospel, I do. They love it. Like when I'm in the parking lot selling my merchandise, I'm pushing my persona, my P. I'm pushing my personality, my P, my passion, and they hear it. And I see other people in the parking lot. They're not making any. I'm just being honest. They're not making any money because they're not paying attention. Yeah. They're not paying attention to their pitch, their P. They're not pushing their pitch. They're not pushing anything. I'm paying attention to everything. When I see somebody, I bow to them, like just like this. Sometimes with one, but mostly with two. One chest, and I bow to them. I'm showing love, and once they see that, their pocketbook's already open. You know what I'm saying? I remember we was talking about how did I make so much money on Clubhouse? Because I'm pushing my persona, I'm pushing my agenda as far as my personality. So nobody wants to push anything. Like I just said, what did I say it on air? Like if you had a problem, I said it off air, right? If you had a problem, you be the solution. Like if the store had if the store needed water, you make the water. You go to the ocean and bottle the water. If there's plants that we need to sell, we make the plants. We grow the plants. We make the solution to the problem. If the world needs saving, we become the savior of the world. Don't wait for somebody else. And it's very simple. Use your head. That's very simple. You understand what I'm saying? What do you guys think about that, JD? JD first, because Chef Pea.
I say the more you talk, usually, the more it makes sense. That's what I was
Thank you. Thank you. What you think about that, Chef Pea? If you think anything at all about it. Blessings. I already understand. I feel you. Nah, gestures. Remember we got
it like that. Though. We don't always have to talk. We don't always
body language.
We did the body language.
What room was in? I don't think you was in that room. They were talking about gesturers with like jokers and gestures.
Oh yeah, the magician. That was with
Was
that in the goat's room in Sade's room?
I don't know.
So.
We was in a book club room yesterday. She's doing it again today, actually.
I think so. It was that room. Yeah, Zip, it was that room.
What do y'all think
book about this? The book, The Sands of Time.
I love that. And okay, so you know how they say you could be anything you want to be when you grow up. You literally could be anybody you want to be. You could be a magician. You could be a healer. You could be a cook. You could be a chef. You could be a CEO. You could be the president. It only takes knowledge. And it's not that hard. It only takes money. Once you have political backing, which is financial funds, anything is possible. Once you have a mouthpiece that could get you, you can have a felony, you can have 100 felonies and still become president. You could find ways. There are so many ways to do things. Or you don't have to be president. You could have your son or one of your family members a president and have the benefits of that person being president as far as learning things. You see what I'm saying? There's so many different ways around everything, guys. Blessings. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay. Why don't the thing is not on my thing? There it goes. Blessings. I see it.
Yeah. Sometimes it take, the signal for the internet and the satellite is going to space and coming back. Just got to give it a second.
It does it fast. I was making sure because Chef Pea, it was on Chef Pea and Chef Pea wasn't there. But blessings to Chef.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad y'all are here. It's been a long time coming. Man. Yep. How
many minutes for you? And you're not timing it, huh?
I'm not timing it. Does it show? I usually
shows.
I usually set my stopwatch when I start, but I forgot. Oh, it's 11:11 right now. I just looked at my phone. It's 11:11.
Wow, blessings. It's 2:11 over here. That's a good number.
That's a good number too. Yeah. That's
all numbers are good. What happened?
I was gonna say, since I've been tapped in with y'all, Chef specifically, and our group that we be chilling with on Clubhouse, I've been noticing more significant numbers like numerology, and just more like astrology, esoteric things. I've been tapped in more to things like that because I'm always the type to be reading signs and looking and pay attention and try to find the deeper meaning of things, But when you're around other people that are vibrating high, that are tapped in, that are also paying attention, has those eyes to see, right? That are, what do we say? Reading with their heart. You know what I mean? You tend to notice more things because you're around people that are tapped in. You know what I'm saying? What's up, daughter?
What if I told you letters? What if I told you letters and numbers paid up? Blessings.
You need a hug, daughter? It's okay.
Hey, Chef P.
We can always draw something. I see I'm recording right there. I love you. We can draw something else later if you want. We can do more coloring. Okay, it'll be fun.
Wow.
I like your hair.
But even then, that's what's keeping your youth. Like you saying, I love you to her. You're getting what she has as far as her youth. That a lot of people don't understand that love is magic. I think it's a song like that, right? Like love is magic, like the magic of love.
I'm sure there's plenty of songs like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we don't listen to these songs. Like me and Chef P was in a room yesterday that said ABC simple as 1, 2, 3. It's just that simple. If you want to break down codes, apply numbers to letters. They gave you the first 3. Now we got to do the next 23. You see what I'm saying? They gave us the first 3 letters. We got to do the next 23. As far as Z is 26 and so on and so on. If we
is that how numerology literally works?
No, as far as the song, like somebody was breaking us the code. As far as I don't know. Not to say I don't know if that's how they
put the number on the corresponding letter of the alphabet, and then you break down the numbers. Isn't that how it works?
And it's just that easy. Oh, yeah. And you add them up. You can multiply them. Anything you do would make sense.
You said not to 9.
I think it's 0 to 9. Actually, is it 1 to 9 or 0 to 9?
I think you're right. That is 1 through 9. Then it starts over.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Oh, you just keep starting it over?
I think so.
Yes. So up to 9 letter, and then I think the 9th letter is a G.
So what would the 10th letter be? A 0?
F, G, H, I. I think I is the 9th letter. I think.
What would the 10th letter be? A 0? If the 10th letter was whatever, a G, it would be a 0?
It does not make sense to include it. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't have a value.
Hold on. J is 0?
I don't think
J is 10.
But you said it starts over to 0.
I don't know. That's what I was saying because
We could look it up. We could look it up, but I think it goes 1 through 9. I think it does.
I got to download. So J is 10, right?
I don't think so. Okay.
Watch this download.
It's the 10th number. I feel you.
Yeah, it's the 10th number, right?
Yeah.
So let's say we bring it back to 0. No. Blessings. Thank you. What can I do without Chef P? We need women. Yes, we're pushing Chef P. But blessings, it's the 10th letter. So with that said, let's say we bring it back to 0. We take off the 1 because we started it over, right?
Okay, all right.
0 is the hero, and Jesus was the hero of 2,000 years ago. That's the download I got. I get a lot of downloads. That's what I'm saying. I never did this before, but I'm gonna do this after this show.
I'm getting all types of downloads, and if y'all really want to hear, I'm gonna really give it to y'all right now. For me, it's given alphabet. Y'all talking about alphabet. You talking about 23 letters to the other three. I'm like, is it really even 26 letters? Because you said something about Z, then you said something about N. Then I flipped the Z and it was an N. So I'm like, how is it even 26 letters? You feel me? And all of this is going through my brain, and I'm really trying to be like, it's all good. But it's like, what the fuck are y'all even talking about? Is it even really 26 letters? Because the Z and the N look the same to me. I mean,
what would be the greatest?
Don't get me started with the V and the double A.
W,
double AV.
Right. Okay.
You know I got a Volkswagen. You know I drive a Volkswagen, right?
That's the triple
we didn't
V.
know that.
Yeah, and that's an X in the middle. Like it's
Volkswagen.
You know how the Volkswagen. Y'all know how the Volkswagen sign looks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an X. It's an X.
Yeah.
The way the V, the way it is, it's an X. But it has nothing to do with the X. But you can see the X.
It's a W with the V on top of it, which does make it an X.
An X.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But an X is two V's.
Wait, Chef
you got the B, the D, and the P, and the 9. Don't let me start mixing the numbers in there now.
They're recycling numbers.
These are improper fractions.
Symbols. They're really symbols.
We got to stay on this for a minute. This is heavy because we had, like you said, alphabet is alpha beta. That means first and last, right?
No, first and second. First, lower and higher.
Thank you. Yeah. Alphabet.
Omega.
Lower and higher?
Yeah, and the beta. Like I come disguised. My pimping is, watch this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chef.
You said lower and higher. Alpha,
yes, sir.
beta.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the Tower of Babel. I think it was yesterday. Was talking about how before the Tower of Babel, I think we was transmitting psychically, right? We was reading each other's minds,
right?
And then they confuse our tongues so that we had to learn language with Tower of Babel, right? So if we had a higher vibration and the language came in for a lower vibration, alphabet, taking the higher vibration, making it lower. I don't really like the sound of that, but y'all gave me that download.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If we were go ahead, Chef.
No, I was just saying language dumped us down. So go ahead.
Thank you.
It really does feel that way. It really does feel that way. Because if I have a pure thought that I want to share, sorry to cut you off, I'm gonna let you go.
No, you good.
If I have a pure thought or emotion that I want to share with somebody, but I have to translate it into a word, it feels like it cheapens the feeling.
Listen. Oh my God, I forgot how I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, bro. I had to get that out.
Hold on.
People that speak other languages, they trying to translate something in English. Most of the time, they're like, there's no word to translate how I feel or what I'm trying to say in English.
They might have to say a story to translate one word.
Right. And that just goes to show how limited the language actually really is. You know?
Yes.
And I actually shout outs to Nicole. I liked what she was saying yesterday about language and connecting with other people through their tongue and their dialect, because, there's so many different languages and so many different words and ways to express yourself.
I was thinking about Nicole. I reached out to ask if she was free, if she could join us. I think she's busy right now. But yeah, I was thinking about that because I got a phone call when we were all in that room, but I went back and listened to the replay because I wanted to hear what I missed. That was really dope, bro.
The ABC room?
Yeah.
We need to do more rooms like that, and don't worry about if we can, it's campaigns. When I say campaigns, like when I was making a crazy amounts of money on Clubhouse, over $30,000, I literally made on Clubhouse, right? On God. I got receipts to prove it. I was doing campaigns like the same rooms over and over again, that when people see it, they be like, okay, that's Omar, that's ZipLock305. So if we got to do an ABC and a 1, 2, 3 room until people understand that we're pushing letters, we're pushing downloads, and we're pushing the matrix, how it got the zeros and the ones, we're pushing algorithms, we're pushing our own matrix. Because remember, we don't have to work a job in our lives. We call art. It says in Matthew 6:3. I know we all, not Matthew 6:3, Matthew 6:9, excuse me. We all know the Lord's Prayer, or how it starts. Our Father who art in heaven. He's a cook, he's a chef, he's a artist, he sings music, he makes words, he makes letters. He made the letters for us. It said in the Tower of Babel, or what it was in Genesis, that he built the language for us. Like the God made our language and he confounded our language. That's what I was gonna say. Thank you for reminding me, Omar. You're welcome, Ziplock. Blessings. Appreciate I'm messing with you, JD. So I was gonna say, so when we was in you right though. I'm not gonna say maybe. I'm gonna say you right, JD. We was talking telepathically. We was talking with our minds. What I was gonna say is some people don't like when I talk too much. Some people don't like when I talk too much. They like when I read minds, and that's what ladies like. You see what I'm saying? Especially the ladies. They don't like talking too much. They don't like when people tell them other people their business, or they don't like saying too much of their business, like what we're gonna do. They like when like the body language. And thank God we had that room yesterday that we were speaking about body language. But I feel JD because I want to say we was doing that. We was on channeling our energies, and we was psychic, like telecommunicating with each other, telekinesis. And because we stopped that, we stopped levitating. We stopped moving objects with our minds. The more we talk, the more we started talking, the more we started mechanically doing things. The more we started needing machines and mechanics and calculators and tools. We got a phone that's saving every number that we ever had. It saves a million numbers. So like, we're not saving numbers with our songs. I remember when we were kids, we used to sing numbers like 7, 8, 6, 3, like we used to sing the numbers.
7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
Yeah. Blessings. They told you the game. Music is powerful, God. Like my family. But go ahead, JD. What you were gonna say?
No, that's it. I was just chiming in what you said. I'm agreeing with you. I want to hear Chef. Her voice sounds a little bit nicer than yours.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. I'm just
you good.
I get excited. Chef. I start talking over people, and you got that same excitement. But you know what? I wanted to give everybody a shout out, right? Because we mentioned Nicole. I want to shout out Sheed, the healing manifestation on Instagram. He has amazing content about nutrition, spirituality, esoterics, astrology. Very, very smart, very wise dude, right? Got Nasima. Shout out to Nasima in the UK. We got our show, the Dope and Damage podcast. They come out every Thursday. Woo woo. So the whole Cut the Shade gang. I want to give everybody a shout out, and everybody's doing big things. Protect the 7 and whatnot.
That's it.
I want to give everybody a shout out.
Blessings.
It's all y'all.
Go ahead. What we were talking about? I forgot. Go ahead, Chef Pea. What's your favorite thing you like to cook, if I can ask?
Oh, good question.
You know what? I actually really don't like that question because I don't like cooking the same thing over and over again. I get really bored of cooking the same thing over and over again. So I really like exploring and making new dishes. So I love making something I've never made before, or sometimes I get like this taste in my mouth. Like I want something, I know what it tastes, and I'll get all the ingredients and everything in my brain, and I need to make that. So that's what I really enjoy doing. Like when I have a taste in my mouth and I'm trying to get that.
I've never heard that before. So I've heard people say, like, a musician, I have a sound and I'm trying to find the instrument or whatever to get the sound. I've heard that before. Or like an artist has a vision for something and they try to get it out. But I've never heard a chef say that they're tasting something that I've never heard that.
Yeah, I would taste something and it's like, yo, I need to create this taste.
Duplicate that. Yeah.
Do you mean you smell it?
Sometimes I smell it too, and I found out through my human design that that's like my most heightened sense.
Really?
Smell. So it makes sense. Yeah.
How did you? I learned about human design recently, and I don't remember anything I learned. But how would you? I don't get it. Is it like the 5 senses, and everybody has one?
It's the 5 senses, but everybody has one that's heightened. So it's like sometimes I might.
Mine's hearing, I think.
Yeah, so sometimes you might hear things that other folks don't hear. So sometimes I might smell something that other folks don't smell, or might not necessarily be there, you know?
That's lit.
You might hear something.
When did you learn that? Recently?
Pretty recently, because the human design thing came in pretty recently. Maybe 3 months ago.
Is that when you learned about human design, or that's when it what came out? Because it seems like a new thing.
No, human design has been out since I think the 80s.
Okay. I just barely learned about it. There's somebody I met. Well, I didn't meet them, but I discovered them, and I went to listen to the replay. Her name is Kelsey Crookshanks. I'm not sure if that's her real name, but she has a whole brand about human design and astrology, both. So she teaches about it, like the difference and everything. I want to have her on the show. I want to interview her real bad. She's so knowledgeable, and she's young. So like her videos, they'll be like the short, 2-minute like TikTok videos, but it's a gang of information in there. So I want to take the test or whatever, find my human design chart. That'd be something cool to go over, like on the show, like
learn about yourself. Even get started on Clubhouse. I know a couple of people. Somebody else named Nicole, not our Nicole, but another Nicole. She's really killer with the human design. Like nice. Yeah.
That's
So
exciting.
I could probably line that up. I think she would love to do that. She loves talking about human design. Literally, that's what she loves to do.
Amazing.
So I think that's a great idea.
Ooh, I'm excited.
And
My
she
favorite
can
thing
help
is
us.
learning.
She could show us like how we all connect with each other and like what channels we fill out with each other and why we gravitate towards each other, why certain people might be acting that way or you know, she's really like when she comes into the room, she reads the whole room. She'll ask you to put your chart up and then she'll connect everything literally. And
That's
she don't even
fire.
know it.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's that resource right there. I was talking about astrology with somebody and I said, because they weren't interested in learning it. I said, if I told you there's something that you can learn that will teach you about yourself and everybody that you'll ever meet, but you're not interested in that, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, she's dope. I'm gonna hit her up. Try to line that up for us.
So many resources on club, like just at the palm of our hands, right?
We need to utilize. We do, but definitely utilizing those resources
with more intention. Talking to myself, right? To use it not just whatever, go on Clubhouse, but like have an intention of something I want to learn or something I want to accomplish. You know,
right?
Gain finances.
Man, the most right now. We're about to slide into the fourth quarter of the year. It's like the sprint.
You know what I'm saying? We already in this bitch.
Wait, hold on.
October. Okay, you're right. We slide.
Now we're in the fourth quarter because it's September, ain't it? No,
October, November, December.
Yeah, October starts.
Yeah. I was confused about it for a second.
So
I remember 9.
We in it, right? We in it.
We're in the end of the third quarter because
we're in the end of the third trimester.
October, November, December. So the last 3 months is the final quarter.
We're in the end. We're in the last trimester, no?
Well, there's 4 quarters. Oh yeah,
and
the last
3 trimesters.
I never.
They don't really say that too much. They don't really say that too much.
I never thought about that. Breaking down the year into trimesters. Oh, you just gave me a download or reminded me of one. The cell salts. We was talking about that, right?
What's that?
And the way that I'm not sure. I think Chef gonna have to explain it, but something about how it takes 9 months to be born. You're in the womb for 9 months. So if there's 12 of them, you're missing 3.
3. Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Right. So you want to be taking those 3 that you're missing, but also you could be taking all of them because you could be lacking all of the cell salt. So they tell us to stay away from salt, but actually we're made up of salt.
And what they call the salt? Seasons. Yeah.
Yo.
Bomba
seasoning salt. Crystal
seasons. No, like that's what I was gonna say. We're the most powerful beings on this universe. Only because it says, and I believe it. I don't care what y'all say. We're the most powerful beings in this universe. Because it says if 2 people come to accordance under one house in the Gospel of Thomas, they could say to a mountain, move, and the mountain will move. Imagine if 3 people came in a house, whether clubhouse or an app or anything under one accordance. We could say to 10 mountains move, and the mountains shall pass away.
And where that quote, so that reminds me of one that says, when 2 or more are gathered, Jesus is there or something.
In the midst.
Is it? Yeah.
The spirit.
I love that verse.
This is why meditation is so powerful as well, right? Like when people come together and they focus their intention on one thing.
And somebody told me, because I was trying to find a team so bad, they told me, man, just do it yourself. Because I was like, you know what? I just got up. No, it wasn't recently. It was like probably a couple months back when I first got here. I just got up and started doing things, started going to the parking lot, started pushing whatever I had to push, whether my merchandise, my pen van. I was going to the clubs by myself. I'm like, man, like, why am I waiting? Because once you move, once you're in motion, gravitation will come to you and people will naturally gravitate to what you're doing. So I love that she said that. She said and I got it on my board. It says, what it says, 1-man team, 1-man army. It says, travel this journey on yourself if you have to, because I can't just wait and just be and just rest. I got to stay in motion because an object can rest will stay in rest until acted upon by equal or greater or lesser force.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to keep in motion.
Physics. Yeah, bro. Can I ask you a question about what you said?
Yes, sir.
It might be sounding like a silly question. And since I'm getting to know you, I already know that you don't really care what other people think.
Yes,
keep that in mind when I ask this question.
I love that how you faced it.
Do you feel some type of way about going out into a parking lot or to a public place and selling your merchandise? Because some people might look at that as like you're begging or you're panhandling or you're doing something that's not really socially acceptable. Do you think about that? Does that bother you?
Nah, like I'm a pimp. I sold drugs. You see what I'm saying? I did every illegal thing almost every illegal thing when it comes to making money. Like I really pushed everything, pills, potions, blessings.
In the past.
Everything. In the past.
Yeah.
Not everything is legit. God bless.
Long time ago.
A long time ago.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We're just telling stories, allegedly. Past
but
life.
It's okay.
Perfect.
It's okay because this is a no holds barred podcast. This is a no holds barred talk show.
But
and because of that,
we also do entertainment where we work on scripts and we talk about fiction. We also do that. So allegedly.
I love you. I love this. Blessings.
Keep flowing.
But I forgot what I was supposed to say. Yeah, that's what makes me the person I am today. If I wouldn't have never had those experiences, I couldn't preach the word. It says Jesus dwelt with monglers and thieves and bad people, and not to say us harlots, but prostitutes.
Monglers?
Yeah, like people that has a lot of relations.
Okay.
That slept with a lot of people. Monglers, like whoremongers, they call them.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Whoremongers. Like they slept with a lot of people. He dealt with thieves. He dealt with drunkards. Because he looked at them and said, "You're all drunk, so y'all can't understand me anyway." Most people are under the influence on something else, whether food, a plant, substance that wizards cook up. Literally, wizards are cooking up the stuff that we eat because we gotta eat something. We gotta drink water. These water comes from pipes that have lead in it, that have metal in it, that somebody puts in it, or anything. Like water is water, and the water that you use today is the water that I use tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And remember that if you never put your substances out in the universe, it'll never come back to you. It like Kendrick Lamar is a gangster, man. I love Kendrick Lamar. God bless him. He said, what did he say? I got blood, I got royalty inside my DNA. I don't think people understand that song. When that song came out, and then LeBron James, it came out the same time LeBron James and Kevin Durant was in the championships.
Yeah, it did.
You remember, right?
Yeah. They had a whole campaign for the whole NBA finals. They was playing his music. I remember that.
With LeBron and Kendrick, with LeBron and KD, when they'll do their interviews after they win the game, they're like, "Man, I just got championship DNA." I'm like, "Oh my Lord, they pushing that DNA, the 3 letters, DNA, your data, your social, your genetic makeup." And Genesis was the first book of the Bible. Genetics, Genesis. The first origin, atom. Your first particle is your atom, your ADAM or your ATOM.
Right.
Blessings.
Right. That's a big download right there. I hope people are catching what you're saying.
Yeah, like I'm on it, bro. Like, I forgot to answer your question. You said, "What am I?"
Oh, I forgot. I was taking notes about what you were saying right now about the DNA.
Which part? Blessings.
3 letters, data
and DNA.
Yeah, but does the N stand for something? Does the A stand for something for your definition?
Yeah, not my definition, but the whole data, like just the DNA, the data, the DNA. Blessings. And you was asking me, do I feel some type of way in the parking lot? Nah.
Or do people come at you and say like, "Oh, you shouldn't be"?
One person came at me today. She's like, "You need a job." Like, I am a job. I am a business. In my head, I'm just saying, God bless you. I'm gonna get a job today. Like anytime somebody comes with me disrespectfully, or I feel like it's disrespectful, because who knows what's disrespectful? In my opinion, if I think it's disrespectful, I'm gonna say blessings to you. God bless you. Man, and I made so much money in the parking lot. I made more money than I ever made working. So like, why would I not listen to them? And I'm down with the officers that patrol the area, because all Walmarts in Florida got police officers, because there's so much theft that happens in the Walmart. So they have to have police officers, not just security guards. So I politic with them. I politic with everybody, and I'm able to speak. And because I'm able to speak, like, what's his name? The guy on Shark Tank, the black guy.
I just looked at my phone. It was all 3s.
Blessing. Look at that 9. I like that 9. Blessing. That 3-9.
That was wild.
What you just did? You timing it since we started?
No, just whenever I thought about it, because I usually when I start try to keep track, but I started it late. But I picked up my phone and it was on the 3s.
3s. I go like this all the time.
There was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 6 3s.
6 3s?
Yeah.
And you seen it that fast because the last threes are fast.
Yeah, I wish I could have took a screenshot, but yeah.
Which is a 9.
Blessings.
9.
6 threes. What's 3 times 6?
Completion.
18.
18.
Which is 9.
Which is 9.
Everything's gonna make sense when you on this level. Everything's gonna make sense, bro. That's why I want you. The universe wants you to read the Gospel of Thomas for the universe's sake.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Listen, you a superhero. Chef Pea is superhero. We all superheroes. We are the sorcerers. We are the supreme. We're not sorcerers. We're the supreme deities of the universe, and we gotta believe that. And once you start believing that, the universe will give you more downloads. Because I wouldn't be in this presence if y'all wasn't good people. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all wasn't cool people, we wouldn't be right here right now for this long.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm not afraid to push anything. Like, cause I did so much thing. I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid. I'm like, it used to be nerve-wracking, but because it was nerve-wracking and I challenged myself, it's easy now. Like what I was gonna say, the black guy that made FUBU, he sold his stuff on the street. What's his name? Grant Cardone, one of the best salesmen in the world. He sold fish door to door.
Mm.
I can't even do that. That's hard for me to sell things door to door. But I'm in the parking lot. I'm pushing my agenda, and there's more people in the parking lot. That's not just me. And it always started in Florida, but it really took flight when I was in LA. And I just had all these merchandise things. I had shirts, I had stickers. I'm like, man, I got to get rid of these somehow and get money for it. So I started pushing my agenda. And it has my website on the top. It has my website on the bottom. It has my number. It has everything I need. Like, I'm really pushing my agenda.
So it's not just a product. It's also a piece of your marketing. So if people buy it because they like the message on the sticker and they put it to promote that, they're also promoting your website and you.
Yeah. So I was speaking to one of my, he's not my official mentor. I spoke to him. He said, you can't just stay home and do nothing. Cause I'm in heaven already. Like, what do I do? They're like, you can't just stay home and do nothing. And that gave me a huge download. I got to get up and push for more. Whether I want a Lambo truck. I don't really want a Lambo truck because I'm good with my Volkswagen. But God decides to give me a Lambo truck to make me more appealing to people, to make me sell more stickers or whatever I'm selling, to make me a better picture. Because I look better, whether he gives me more clothes, whether he gives me a bigger house, whether he gives me a bigger studio, because I'm pushing the pink. But go ahead, I'll talk so much, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'll cut you off if
I talk so much, man. I don't mean to do it, but I have so much information to give.
I'm just waiting for you to get tired.
Chef,
are you still there, Chef?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I don't mind. Yeah, it's all good. I don't know how much time everybody has, or how long y'all could go. But I just want to be aware of y'all time because we all here, basically volunteering our time to hang out. I don't want to keep going unnecessarily long. And I'm missing my thought now. You said something that made me, real estate. Real estate popped in my head. Something that you said. Oh, Grant Cardone. You brought up Grant Cardone. And he does.
He sold fish.
Investing.
And he used to sell fish door to door.
Yeah, I used to sell door to door. Solar.
So what do you think about that? You asked me the question. You're like, parking lot door to door is harder for me because I'm actually going as a black man. I'm going to somebody's.
Bro, it's not easy. It's not easy. So when I was doing it, I did it for about 2 years, and I was selling basically a program for people to sign up and get solar panels installed on their roof to help with their electricity bill. And like you're saying, being a black man just knocking on someone's door and trying to talk to them was challenging. I got called all types of names, and it was very discouraging at first, especially when I tried to go to like the more wealthy neighborhoods and knocked on those doors. It was a whole different type of rejection, right? But it does toughen you up to keep getting rejection after rejection. So if I'm out knocking on doors, say I knock on 100 doors in a day, but I only talk to 15 people and only 2 people agree to have an appointment, that's still a good day. But it's hard because you might knock on 80 doors and nobody talks to you. So you have to figure out what's going to motivate you to keep going. So for me, I had to have some type of goal, and I had to have some type of accountability, whether from one of my coworkers or from the lead, the supervisor, trying to get you to motivate to keep going, even if it's raining or it gets dark or the last person was mean. Got to keep going. You know what I mean? So that taught me a lot about, like you're saying, selling yourself. Because before I could even talk about the solar panels or the savings or whatever, they have to buy into having a conversation with me. Stranger, black male came out of nowhere, knocked on my door, I have a no soliciting sign, but I'm gonna sit here and talk to you for 5 minutes and give you my phone number. You know what I mean? So I think everybody should have some type of sales experience. You know what I mean?
Yes. But they're not going to, because they think sales is sleazy. And let them think sales is sleazy. Let me make all my money in the parking lot, whether $100 a day, $300 a day. I'm going to push my agenda and I'm going to take care of what I got to take care of. Because another thing, let's say we do die. I don't believe in death, right? That's just my opinion. Like, this is my little crazy thought. I don't believe in death. But let's say we do die for the sake of this topic right here. You're only here for 70 years or 100 years, whether you have good health, or 120 years the most. Why do you care what people think if you're selling stickers, or even if you're panhandling, or even if you're begging? I don't do that. I'm saying if I was to do that, so the F what?
Right. I feel you.
Like, so what? Like
I knew that was going to be your answer. I just wanted to hear, like, because you wasn't always like that, bro. You wasn't always so confident, so full of love and positivity.
How do you know that? I told you.
Nobody.
You just common sense. Oh yeah. I was born shy. It was to the point where I'll go to a Foot Locker in the mall, and I was so afraid to ask where the bathroom was. Even if I really had to go to the bathroom, I would hold it till I got to the house because I didn't want to talk to no one. And you know what got me out this show? It was this Asian, she's not on my Instagram. It was when I was a kid, before we had Instagram, before we had cell phones that took pictures. It was this Asian blazing girl. She was so beautiful, and I didn't talk to her. I still remember how she looked, and because I didn't talk to her, I felt so bad. And every girl I see that I like, I'm talking to them, and I still feel bad that I haven't talked to the last one.
I know what you mean.
And every girl that I like, I'm talking to them. You see what I'm saying? And that's another topic I wanted to say. Like, with men, they don't want to be men. I don't know what it is. Like, you gangster, you good. I see your prism, blessing, because you pushing every color of the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Blessings.
I appreciate that.
But I was like, yes, I see you. I was like, why do, like, maybe because I'm different as far as me, I'm polygamous, and I'm not shy about being polygamous. I'm like, why most men? I thought most men want a lot of women, but it seems like they just want to be married to no offense to them. They just want to be married to one woman. They just want to hold down one woman. I'm like, it's men locked up. It's men dead. It's a lot more women on this planet. I had a conversation with one of my coworkers one time. It's a lot more women on this planet than men by far, especially the ones that's locked up, because men are being locked up in every country. You see what I'm saying? Somebody found a system of locking men up so it could be easier to marry, to round up the women. I remember somebody said, eliminate the competition. Eliminate the competition. If it was only men on this planet, this would be a boring planet. And then let's say you gave men a million women. Remember, there's probably 4 billion men on this planet, right? If you give it half. And then you gave men 1 million women, you know what they'll do? They'll round up the women and just like keep them for that sector of that world instead of giving them the freedom.
You're saying, I'm sorry, I missed something. If it was all men, but there was only a few women, is that what you're saying?
No, first if there was all men, I'm saying first if there was all men, right? It'll be a boring world. You see what I'm saying? We wouldn't want to take showers. We wouldn't want to brush our teeth. We wouldn't want to drive fancy cars. It wouldn't be no point of life. Okay. Basically, we wouldn't want to take care of a family because there would be no family. Okay. We wouldn't have no motivation because, in my opinion, a woman is what motivates men, in my opinion. So let's say, for one, if there was no men, it would be a boring world. And then you just released 1 million women just into the world.
I see.
It'll be people will be killing crazy.
I see what you mean.
Just because there wouldn't be enough women for the men. So my thing is,
be a value
blessings. I like that Chef Pea. Chef Pea getting downloads.
Yeah, it had to be more women than men. Like it had.
That's what I'm saying.
It had to be that.
It has to be more women than men. But my thing is,
it would never be a world where it's only men to begin with, because you need a woman to come into this world. So even that idea is just like crazy. And that's what men try to make this world male dominated when
they're goddesses. I could be really... That's why go ahead, Chef Pea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, JD. I'm so energetic.
Woman, no, I'm getting an upload from you and
Thank you.
Builds, you know, so gratitude to you for sharing. But you know, it just had to be that way. It had to be more women than men, because literally what's coming to me is that men need women, but women
I need y'all.
But women need men as well.
No, they don't. No, not they do, but they're not even following men on Instagram, bro. I mean, sis, think about it. I'm following all women, damn near 99% women on Instagram. No woman is doing that. No women aren't even following men. They're following other women.
I think it's probably unpopular, but women need men need men, and women need women. Like, we all need each other. Because we all seek counsel within each other. So men will seek counsel with amongst themselves on part of women or on behalf of whatever other men or whatever they got going on. The same thing with women. So I feel like brotherhood is important, sisterhood is important, but also that divine union where they come together is equally as important. But all three, just like the three, it's all important. You know what I'm saying?
The Trinity? What you gonna say? The Trinity? All three. What you gonna say when you said all three, Chef Pea?
The 333 that JD.
Oh, blessings. Okay, I thought you meant and the Trinity. My name is ZipLock Supreme Trinity, and I just added that Trinity because I found the download in Trinity. Like once you have the threes together, that's when you get one of your final downloads. It probably might be another 6 or another 9. So I probably might have to keep changing my name, but I'm getting so many downloads. My name is ZipLock305_Supreme_Trinity on Instagram. And that means so much. ZipLock305 don't mean too much. It just means my name that I gave myself, and the 305, I'm from Miami. But the Supreme Trinity, I found the code to the matrix. And I'm so happy that I want to tell everybody the code. Like Chef Pea said, like she got the upload and I got another upload from her. So it's like energy just recycling itself. Chef Pea said it. We need women. Women need men. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I do. I got a clip from a podcast the other day. I meant to put it on my Instagram stories, but I never did. Chef, did you finish your upload?
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm
flowing.
Keep flowing.
No, I'm building with y'all as fast as
like processing. You're processing. You're loading. Lessons. But nah, it's just gangster because men don't want women. They want them. Listen, I know what men want. Men want a palace with women, like that Gallus song. Gallus, we live in a gal palace. That's what men want. They sing about it. But my thing is, they don't act upon it. Like, for instance, we be in these rooms. Not JD and not me. We spit not us in this room. We spit so much gems. They don't even apply it. JD said, "No, you got to do a podcast." How many podcasts, JD, since we've been doing human talking? That's gangster.
You inspired me.
I love that. Thank you. Blessings. God inspired me, and I'm just a vessel, bro.
Facts.
I'm just a vessel, bro. What I'm saying is, JD took what he knew how to do, because he has the mic, he has the pop-up filter, he has the camera, he has the bookshelves, he has the great setup, he has the headphones, he has the wires. He already knew how to do this, and he took it to another level. Yeah. You know how many times I gotta beg people to do things like this? Bro, I'm supposed to be out selling stickers and merchandise. I don't care about the money. I care about pushing your talent.
That's right.
I could be on Clubhouse right now. I'm supposed to be making money. Not really supposed to be. That too. Like I'll be on Clubhouse right now. If y'all talking about something, you notice when I like talking, when it's talking about something powerful, I'm in there for hours. But when they're not talking about nothing powerful, I bounce. You notice that, right?
Oh yeah.
And I don't mean to do that. My soul just doesn't resonate with BS. In my opinion, I don't know what's BS, but in my opinion,
sometimes, like I was in a room. I don't want to mention names, but I was in a room that was
God bless,
very positive. Okay, I was getting messages saying, "Why are you in that room? Why don't you go to this other room?" I'm like, I'm building with these positive people. Like, what? Why are you even messaging me? It was just crazy to think that somebody was feel a certain type of way that I was doing something positive. You know what I mean? And I'm not like shooting any subs or nothing. I just don't want to mention the names of people that is doing positive stuff in the context of people saying negative stuff. But that reminded me, I found that clip of a podcast. I want to give them a quick shout out. It's called High Level Conversations on the Earn Your Leisure podcast, and they had this dude called Shaka Bars on there. Nasima actually told me about this dude Shaka Bars, and he does like takes people to the pyramids and like a tour, and like he'll let you, or they have you meditate inside the pyramids. It's a whole thing, right? So at the end of the interview, this is what he said. It was about like what we were talking about. Listen to this.
Anytime we celebrate ourselves, a byproduct is that we're celebrating our women. You understand me? But we need to now directly give that appreciation to our women in real time. And when you appreciate something, you add value to it. When you are adding value or being a god to something by adding value. When you depreciate something, you're being a devil. You are devaluing. So we have been devils to our women for far too long in our culture. In order to be gods to our women, we have to appreciate them. You understand me? And therefore, the most valuable thing that we have close connection and proximity to, we can now reestablish and build. And the world is ours the moment we do that. It's over. You know, so that aspect of being able to repair the family, to restore trade and order and balance and community and technology and intellect all across the diaspora is key. And I applaud the work that you do, because without Shaka, there's no Shaka, right? And I say that because there's certain people that hold positions.
There's one more piece to it.
To the African nation.
And just to everybody in here, travel to Africa, do trade with Africa, marry an African woman, marry a black woman, celebrate a black woman, build a business with a black woman, and restore peace and balance to the earth, because the black woman is the original woman and is why we are here on earth, and the black man is the fiercest and strongest protector of that woman, and the strongest and most fierce protector of those technologies. And you're going to see the schools I'm going to build, the villages I'm going to build, and what is created out of that. And it is going to be created hand in hand or under guidance of the black woman. Most of my organization is run by black women. So
there you
have that. Most of his organizations is run by a black woman. That is just too
much. That's pushing P, bro. Hey, I just wrote down most of the things that I liked about what you said. Thank you for that. And send that's a YouTube. Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me.
Absolutely. Well, I just want people to see the title. Shout out.
I'm gonna read it. Black Future World Secret African Technology and Building with Women with 19. I don't see that.
Yeah, but and that was just a screenshot that I took, because in the moment I was like, I'm gonna forget this. I had to take a screenshot so I could save it. I wanted to put that message out to people, you know, because again, it's Small Business Saturdays, and like I my toilet broke yesterday, right?
God bless.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot. It's an easy fix, right? I'm gonna go get the heat. I thought about it. I said, no, I'm gonna go to that little independently owned plumbing shop that I seen. I'm gonna go support them instead of going to
and give them good energy. Not only giving you money, be like, blessings. Y'all gonna make a lot of money.
And then I didn't do this, but I should have like posted on Instagram, hey, I'm going to this plumbing store. They're very nice, you know, come here, support them. Because little things like that, it's the same money I was going to spend anyway. Why not give it to somebody that I can actually connect with? And you know what I mean?
Connect and speak to them and lift them higher. Like you seen the movie Back to the Future, right? I'm going to go back to what you just said, but I got to quick download. You seen it, right? How many times you seen it? A couple times, a few times, just one time?
Probably like 10, 15 times maybe.
I love that. You seen part 1, right?
Yeah.
Remember when Michael J. Fox, I forgot his character name. He went back in Marty. He went back in time. He went back in time because he already knew the future. He already knew the present. I mean, let's say, okay, you're a rapper, right? You're an artist. You're a podcaster. Yeah. I go back in your history. I go back in your time, and I say, you know what, JD Fresh, you're gonna be a rapper. You're gonna be a podcaster, and I'm confident because I already know that's what you're gonna be.
Right.
So if I went back in your time, you're like, I'm gonna be a podcaster. Yeah, I'm gonna be a podcast. You're gonna be it. Okay. Remember I told you fairy tales mean a lot to me, right? And you even like one of that posts. Yeah. And thank you. You are amazing, JD. Blessings. You inspire me. Blessings. The way that you vibe in this aura, you inspire me because you like that. And that's why people like that post because it looks crazy. Like I believe in superheroes and fairy tales. When I see fairy tales, there's always a fairy godmother. There's always an elf. There's always a wizard. There's always somebody like a fairy godfather that gives somebody magical powers. I want to be that fairy godfather. I want to be that masculine fairy godmother. So what I do is I tell people their gifts. I'm never negative. I don't think you ever see me negative.
Never. I have not.
Exactly. Even when I'm never in a bad mood. I don't understand it. But if I was in a bad mood, I'll still act positive.
One time you were kind of tired.
When?
That's it. He said when.
When? For real? Or you playing?
I mean, just one time you said like, I forget what time it was. Maybe it was like 8 p.m. or something. And you just said you were low energy. You was tired. You had to rest. But that was the only time that you weren't like excited and bubbly. And happy.
I'll apologize. Just that one time.
Don't apologize. No,
apologizing is good. It shows you humility. If somebody apologizes, let them.
Yeah,
it shows that they respect you.
But I didn't want you to feel bad about getting rest for your body. You know what I mean?
You know that's why I'm in this type of state, because I don't like resting. But I rest now because I know that my body needs it. But when I was in a room when I said that,
no, I think we was on the phone planning a Zoom.
I don't think I'd have ever said that to you, JD.
Bro, I wasn't trying to say nothing negative. I was agreeing with you that you're always in a good mood and you never say anything negative. I was just agreeing with you. I'm just agreeing with you too. I don't think I'd ever said that to you, because when I talk to you, I'm like, man, you got so much. Maybe it was my bad memory.
Yeah, probably. Cause I'd never said that to you. When I talk to you, I probably did. Cause I do be tired sometimes. But when I talk to you, I be wanting to just keep talking and just. But okay, back to the future. So I'm in the past. I'm saying you're gonna be a podcaster. You're gonna be a rapper, because I already know that. So if I know that you're smart, understand what I'm saying, I'm making you even better, but you believe it in yourself. Because I tell this to everybody. No one's doing anything about it. You took me and Chef Pea. You did this through God. Through God's vessel, with the vessel that he gave you, your body that God gave you, you're using it to do good. You're not doing BS with your body. You're putting me and Chef Pea on a podcast. You're pushing our narrative. Absolutely. It said, thank you. So you understand what I just said, right? Okay, blessings. You said the value, devil, women, appreciate women. Women are I never met a woman that died in my life. Like a woman that I known that died. I know of women that died, like that I see in the news and stuff, but I never met physically a woman that died in my life. They say that there's all these diseases, these transmitted diseases. Every woman I've been with, they're still here. That's a riddle of his, that's blessings. But that's too much of a coincidence. Not one. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, hold up, like, why do they say women die? And Chef Pea just said, there's more women on earth than men. You still here with us, Chef Pea? Blessings. I think she stepped away. But yeah, you still here? Thank you. I like to see you. Blessings. But but blessings. Chef Pea said there's more women on this planet than men. I like that she said that. That's the truth. Women ain't doing stupid stuff. I don't know, but I don't think Chef Pea ever owned a AK in her life. Ever owned an assault rifle in her. I don't know.
No, for what? I feel like that's for the divine masculine to handle. Like, women are supposed to be nurturing and doing other shit. Why would I need to do that? But we do live in a society where it's like, women feel like they do need to carry an AK and take care of the kids at the same time. So
they gangsters. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Women are carrying AKs for men, not for other women. If a woman approached them, they're not looking at a woman as, they're gonna kill them.
I see what you mean.
You see what I'm saying?
Men are the bigger threat, you're saying.
Yeah. So if I wear pink every day, I wish everything I had was pink, man. I gotta convert to pink. I don't want to push no masculine. Well, I like that. Yeah, you Chef Pea. I don't want to push no masculine energy, bro. If somebody has a problem with me, they can have it, bro. Whatever they want, they can have it. They want my chain, they want my headphones, they want my hat, they can have it. I don't care to be masculine with men. I care to be masculine with women.
I see what you mean.
You see what I'm saying? And I really mean this dearly. I think you had to change my voice. I mean this dearly, bro. What I told you when we first talked, that I'm gonna have a pink everything. I can't find pink foam.
Yeah,
but I want pink foam, everything.
Pink chairs, for your studio to attract.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
women.
the pink chairs. Yes. Yeah. Like the podcast you just showed me. We gotta live amongst women.
Yeah.
It says in the Gospel of Thomas. Dang, I gotta meet Thomas one of these days, man. Thomas is spiritual. It said that when the masculine acts more feminine, then the masculine will be in the sanctuary. It doesn't say it verbatim, but you got to put the words together. You got to put the download together. It said when the masculine acts a little bit feminine, then he will see the kingdom of heaven.
Is that what they mean? Like get in touch with your feminine side? People say
yes, but people don't want to do that because they think they're phobic. They have phobia of being of the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I think that is? You know what I think that is? I think
Well,
that most men, they have some type of, I'm gonna say curiosity, or they're worried that they might like it if they was to try something that's gay or whatever, right? So I think that fear that they might like it makes them act like they hate it. Does that make sense?
Yes, but listen, I learned the game. Cause remember, I was in a restaurant, and in restaurants they always hire gay people. Not well, I don't like to say gay.
In hospitality, period. Like
yes,
hotels, restaurants.
They hire feminine men. They hire that's
I have noticed that. I have noticed that.
They hire feminine men to be managers and higher ups. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, then I started realizing these guys are really pushing P. Like women want to be around them. So I said, let me steal their matrix. Like I said, I don't gotta say I love you all the time to steal your power. I just gotta be around you and watch you, and I steal your power. Like you ever played Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Remember the first game at the end, you have the warlock or the sorcerer, which is Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
I call him Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
I call him Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung. But you know what time it is. You seen the movie too, right?
I don't remember the movie at all.
All right, blessings. But you know that he could, out of all the levels that passed him, he could shapeshift into whoever he's seen.
Right.
All I got to do is see somebody and I know how to move like them. I know how to talk like them. Not talk like in their voice, but I know how to operate like them. That's why I could do so many things. That's why I have so many ebooks. That's why I could make money on Clubhouse if I talk to somebody. That's how I could motivate people. That's how I could motivate women to do what they do for me. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And then I put on my bio that I'm the Sorcerer Supreme and nobody gets it. Like I'm running laps around everybody.
The Sorcerer Supreme?
Yes, like Sang Su. Like I'm the high. I used to put it, but I took it off because people, like, I started getting, like, I lost one customer because it said sorcerer, and sorcerer means something bad, even though you could be a good sorcerer, like the Doctor Strange. But sorcerer, so I took it off and I put wizard, because a wizard, I think they changed wizard. Wizard means sorcerer. But
right, but I see what you're saying. Sorcerer has like a negative connotation. People assume it's an evil thing, whereas wizard maybe is more neutral or positive.
Yeah, they don't necessarily they don't perceive it as a negative thing.
Right.
So when I put wizard, people are still not getting it. I'm telling you, I reign supreme over everyone.
Why would you say that?
Why would I say I'm lesser than everyone? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Either or.
Wouldn't you want to reign supreme over everything? I do. I don't know if you do. I want
over
to
other
be the
people
supreme,
though. Over other people.
I want to be the greatest. I want to be like Michael Jordan of life.
Okay.
But what's wrong with that? Like,
no, I'm just asking. I'm not saying there's something wrong. I'm trying to like reconcile that what you're saying with some of the things you said earlier to see if it matches or if it's contradictory.
If it contradicts, and that's okay if it contradicts. But listen, I don't think it does contradict. But it's okay if it does. But do I look strange? Do I like you be asking me questions? You be like, hold on, what this nigga just said?
I just go for clarity. I see your pearly white teeth, Chef. I see your teeth.
Hey, Chef Pea. Blessings, yeah.
What are you working on?
Oh, go ahead.
Want to jump in?
No, I'm chilling. I'm listening.
Okay.
You taking notes, Chef Pea? You taking notes?
I mean, the only thing I was thinking was like the show Rick and Morty was it based on that show movie Back to the Future?
Oh.
Because I was talking about his name is Marty.
His name is Marty, yeah.
I
had a similar thought and feeling, actually. I didn't
know that.
Anything. No,
right. So you were saying you've seen the movie like 10, 13 times. I think I've seen it about 2-3 times. So I'm gonna need to revisit Back to the Future. But yeah.
I think there's some deep downloads in there. And the only thing I'm thinking of when I say that, there was a comedian that was talking about what a terrible title it was, going back to the future, when in the movie he went to the past.
I like it though. I like it because the like you gotta go back to go forward,
Yeah.
But he went back, then came to the. Oh, I see.
Yeah, the comedian was just making fun of the.
No, it makes
wordplay.
sense. It makes sense.
Going back to the future.
So they never really went to the future.
Right. Yeah.
That was
because the future is just the past.
Once you learn the past, you would know your.
Wait, do you mean it because it's circular?
If everything was already written, right? It's already written.
Okay.
And you already was, and you're infinite, and you already was everything.
You know what? I'll just break it down. I'm crazy, so I write down crazy stuff. I write down, I will save the universe. I write down, I will make a universe. I write down, I will make a second part of the Bible.
So what does that make you?
A sorcerer supreme. You ever seen Dr. Strange? Oh, go ahead. So I'm sorry, Chef Pea.
Dr. Strange.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you gonna say, Chef Pea? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna say that makes you the creator and the creation.
Yes. Ooh. You know what I tell people?
Like
I don't tell y'all. Listen, I don't tell y'all it, but I tell people I am the father of God, and I dare them to challenge me.
That's a wild statement. And
I dare them to challenge me, bro. I don't say it in these rooms because I don't want to get too crazy, like the rooms that we've been in. But I'm on a different level. But
now that got me like thinking, because women, like that has me thinking now, like women or people that worship their children. We have children here, so it's like, because I've never thought of that idea. That's kind of pretty absurd to me. But now that I'm thinking of it outside of the box, I'm like, if that makes you the father, that makes the maternal
woman, the mother,
the matriarchy, the mother, right?
Womb.
Right. So now I'm like, if I'm the mother of God, right? Like
Bumbleclot. You said right. You said right. And I was gonna say write it down. When you said right, I was gonna say write it down before you said right. Like after you said right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just given like women that have children or people that have children and they worship their children. So it could be that on a bigger scale, like birthed and then worship.
Gods.
So it's like, who are we really?
Oh my Lord. Like, I talked to this girl, right? She
shout out to the replay on that one. I'm gonna have to come back and revisit this.
You listen, JD, thank you.
I love it.
JD, thank you for having this podcast, bro. I appreciate you. Chef P, thank you for coming. I told JD I wouldn't want to start it without you. I don't know what it was.
Very adamant about that. Like, don't hit record. Wait, the vibe's gonna be different.
I wanted to start it with you.
Respect.
What I just said what I was gonna say. Okay. I was talking to this girl. I talk to this girl every day. She one of my clients.
I'm sorry, I gotta give like a 10-minute warning just because I got family commitments. I don't want to cut you off now, but I just have to end somewhat soon. Just to give you
when is the 10-minute warning now?
Yeah, I'm giving a warning now that I will have to.
We got
no. It could be more than that. I just want to give you a warning so it's not abrupt. I didn't want to surprise you.
Okay. So then give me a 2-minute warning, okay?
Okay, all right.
But we can have a part 2 because I have so much information, bro. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you for giving me this platform. Blessings, a vessel. God bless. So it's this girl I talked to, right? Blessings. I think I told that not Destiny. Oh, that's her name. Oh my God. I didn't mean to say her name, but Blessings. It's okay. She's not gonna get mad. She's not gonna get mad. I'm gonna say JD. I told JD.
Wow.
I told JD.
Drink some water.
Some Sprite. Yeah.
There you go.
I told JD about the situation. I said, I talk to her every day, right? And she loves her son dearly. I'm like, wow, she knows what her son is doing. My mom always said she made me and she could take me out this earth. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? And then she doesn't have a knife or a gun. She said she made me and she could take me out. So I'm like, what the hell? Like she probably could read my mind or she probably could control my body. I came from her portal. I really came from my dad. We like I said in the Gospel of Thomas, know where you come from and you will not taste death. The beginning. So I really we all came from my dad with his testament, his testicle, his cubicle, his testament of a testicle of a cubicle. I'm breaking down words. I love it. So
I love that you said that, not to cut you up, but the visual that I'm getting is just like of the sperm and the spine. That's it.
It's the same shape.
The testament, the
story. We came from my dad's history. His story.
Yeah.
We came from history.
When you said spine, that reminded me of the Jacob's Ladder. You did a room about Jacob's Ladder.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I read the last page of my phone of the Bible, right? and it said that David came from the same bloodline of Jesus. Now watch how the Bible is gangster, or how I pick it up as gangster. It said at the end of that, he's the morning star. At the end of that sentence, he's the bright and morning star. What is day? The word day, D-A-Y, what is that? In your what download do you instantly get? The obvious
sun,
download.
The light is out, the sunshine.
It's daytime, right?
Yeah.
Day. Yeah.
David. He's the morning star.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. D-A-I. I was gonna say D-A-I, but that makes sense.
David. David is the God, right? I'm the father of David. The Bible doesn't talk about David really having a
the star, the sun.
Yes.
Day.
So now what I was trying to tell Chef P, I gotta write this into existence now. I gotta make this make sense. I gotta put myself as the father of God, and this will be true. And I gotta give that book away for free until people, I give it away free so many times. People are like, nah, I want to buy this. Nah, I want to publicate this. People are gonna be putting their own names on it, as far as King James. Like LeBron James is gonna put King James version of Omar A. Clark Holy Bible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta write your own story. What I said when we first started talking, if there's a problem, you make the solution, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
I
know what I'm saying is blasphemous. I know it's blasphemous. I know it scares people. That's why I gotta do it, because I'm not afraid. The Bible says if anybody adds on to this, they will have the plagues. But then it says if anybody takes away, they'll be taken away from the book. I'm not taking away, I'm adding on. Give me the plagues. These people killing people for jewelry. Give me the plagues of the Bible. I don't care. People are killing people for jewelry. There are devils out here. I'm trying to be a savior. Go ahead, Chef Pea.
But then that got me thinking now, like, what does that make you, and what does that make us? All knowing, all creator. So then I feel like the question is not then, life or death. The question then becomes,
sacrifice?
It's more like, are we in control or are we being controlled, but still by ourselves?
So you gotta blessings. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry, JD. I'm sorry.
No,
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just so energetic.
It's just so many things going on in my mind. It's just more so like, well, what does that make us? And it's more so like us living within our own creation of the shit we created in ourselves. For what? For us to realize ourselves. So then it goes back to being like, how narcissistic is it of self to create self, to observe self through multiple different versions of self?
Let me tell you, you created me, you created JD created me, JD created you, I created y'all too, I created everything, we created each other. The comic books, whoever created the comic books is gangster, man. It said that they had an Illuminati meeting, the greater of the Sorcerer Supreme, the X-Men, Captain, Professor X, the greater of the superheroes had the saviors of the universe, the saviors, understand what I'm saying, the superheroes, they had a meeting of the higher ups, right? They said, okay, before we go back in the universe, what we're gonna do. So we're the Illuminati, not the crazy Illuminati. We're the illumination. Blessing. That's a better name. Yes. We're the light.
For me, not to cut you off again, the alpha and the beta. Go ahead.
We're the light. We're the light carriers and the light bearers and the light givers. So we're having this meeting. We go back into the universe. We created everything now. I created you. You created me. So we're having this conversation. So now when we go back into the universe or the world, we already know what we did. We already know what we created. I created you to give me the information you gave me to download to remind me what I did. You created me to remind you what you are.
Right.
You created Chef Pea.
But that's the crazy part. We also blank out our own memories so we don't forget.
That's why it's a game.
Exactly. But that's why it's that we already won, because we are the creator of the game and we're the ones playing the game itself. So it's like, how can you ever win the game that you created when it's already won? You made this game and you trying to play the game with yourself. You created multiple other players.
Don't play yourself.
Don't play yourself. Play other people. I don't mean to say that. That sounds crazy. But play as other people. Be another character.
Get out.
Be another character.
Way, all types of shit. It's like,
don't be your character. Don't play yourself in the movie. Play somebody else's character in the movie.
A NPC. You know that term, NPC? It's a non-player character. So when you play like Grand Theft Auto, it's just you. You're the player, but everybody else around you is just like a computer generated.
I'm gonna give y'all a crazy download.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give y'all a crazy download. You created yourself, but you knew you were so powerful when you created yourself. You knew it would be boring. So you created a copy, which is Chef Pea. You created a copy, which is me.
Oh, I see what
you're just images. You're the God. You created me in your image.
That gave me a download. Well, it reminds me of one I just got the other day. It might have been in that room about the Sands of Time. Shout out to the GOAT on Clubhouse.
Halo, the GOAT.
But I think it was, there's no way that God created man in his image, because God is spirit form, right? Formless, shapeless. There is no image to create the man from. I don't know if I'm quoting it right, but that was just, I was like, what? Because that's something that I feel like growing up in the Christian faith, going to church and just learning from my parents and grandparents, that's something that just gets drilled in you, right? You are created in the image of God and don't question it. That's like the first time that it was questioned to me in my mind. Like, let me think about that, you know?
What got to me was my homeboys, they was getting lost and they needed somebody to talk to. They needed somebody to save them. I didn't want to say that, but I'm gonna just be raw. They needed a savior. So I said, hold on, like, why is these, my friends are lost? Like, they don't know what to do. They're doing crazy stuff. They're doing illegal stuff. They just lost. So I said, you know what? I'm God. Then I said, you know what? Nah, there always is a God. I'm better than God. I'm the father of God. I'm the sorcerer supreme. I put it in my music to remind myself. I tell people, and they don't even, when I say that, they just let me say it at this point, because I'm operating in that frequency. My mom, between me and y'all, I think she's jealous of me, bro. Cause she couldn't live this, but she's my mom. I love her. But I think I be getting like the giving, like she's giving off jealous vibes. She doesn't like nothing I do. I get straight A's. She doesn't appreciate it. She doesn't, but maybe that's what's making me the supreme being, because my mom doesn't appreciate anything. Oh, blessings, appreciate women.
I'm gonna say blessings to that.
I feel like when you separate from the creation and the creator, that's when the jealousy comes into place. But when you see that it is one, is whole, is zero, is the 360, it's nothing to be jealous of, you know.
But she doesn't see that. Remember, she comes from a different time and a different country. She doesn't know love. I tell her I love you. She doesn't say it. I'm like, Mom, you know I'm taking your power every time you don't say it back. And she knows, she says, I take your power when I don't say it. So I start learning. I start sitting back. When she ignores me, she takes my power. I'm like, but you're depressed. You're living in a depressive state. I'm like, you're not. You don't want no friends. I'm like, that's what you want in life? If that's what you want, hey, you took all my power. You're like, you're living in heaven. But that's what you want. But I want.
There's so many different perspectives. And like Chef was saying, the 360, right? This blew my mind. This was a download I got, I want to say, from Auntie Patrice. I keep bringing her up from Clubhouse, probably for a reason. But she was talking about how there's 360 degrees, and we were talking about how there's 30 degrees in each sign of the zodiac, right? 30 degrees times 12.
Remember, my favorite number is 36. Go ahead.
36, right? 360, right? So within each degree, there's also infinite possibilities and infinite perspectives in that 1 degree.
Yes, because one could be breaking up many times. Yeah. One could be breaking up in a 0.1, 0.01, 0.01. Everything is infinite.
That helped me
Everything
understand,
is abundant. Yeah.
Like what you're talking about with your mom, right? It's hard to maybe understand why she's feeling a certain way or why it seems like she, you know what I mean? But because we don't really truly know her point of view or her perspective, we can't really.
But I'm gonna go out on a limb. She's jealous, bro, because I had a studio here.
I'm not saying it's not that. I'm just saying that helped me when I try to figure out what other people's mindset or other people's motivation is. If I can't, to know that there's infinite perspectives.
But what if? No, it doesn't make no sense. No. That's not a download. I'm sorry. But no, I used to say that it could be a possibility. No, I'm going with my first instinct. She's jealous because I had a studio here. She said nothing about it. I took it away. She said, "Why did you take away your studio? When I had it here, you said nothing." Now I'm bringing it back. She said, "Why did you take it away to bring it back?" She's just making me upset. And I don't mean to bring this energy here, but I'm like, why is she doing that? Maybe that's what's making me the better man. I told her. So when I told her,
As long
I'm
as
like,
you
Mom,
take it in a positive way, like take the lesson from it.
yes. I didn't mean to get mad just now. I just got a negative emotion. I said, Mom, when I say I love you, you don't say it back. I'm still in your power. Like I'm taking your power. She said, but then I wasn't far-fetched of being crazy because she said when she doesn't say it back, she takes mines. And she doesn't even talk like that.
Yeah.
So because she said that, that means I'm somewhere in the truth. That this world is magic. It's with witches, sorcerers, and wizards, bro. I know you may never understand it. Excuse me. You may never understand it. Excuse me.
Have you ever looked into her astrology chart, her birth chart?
1/1. She was born on 1/1.
Oh wow, New Year's, January 1st. But have you ever done it, like to look at her whole birth chart?
No, I'm gonna do that.
What about for yourself? Have you looked at your birth chart?
Don't you need the time? Don't you need the time when you was born?
The time that you were born, correct.
She would never know the time because she was born at 59.
Okay, but what about for yourself?
Yeah, I gotta look at it. I was born at 1 a.m. So they say.
And you have looked up your birth chart?
No, I did it before, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I would recommend it that you do that you look into your own chart to see what insights you can learn from it, and then take it a step further. And then I don't know how to solve that. I'm still learning, right? But if you don't know her birth time, there are still things that you can learn. It might not be a full, complete chart like I'm thinking of, right? But that helped me a lot. Like looking at my parents, their astrology, their chart, what makes them up, what makes them tick, and then also
my daughter,
my partner, my kids' chart, not just my own. To see
my daughter was almost born on 6/9. She was born on 6/10. I was born on 9/6. If she was born on 6/9, bro.
Yeah.
If she was born on 6/9, bro, my life would have been. It's already motivation as it is. But if she was born at 6/9, that download would have been crazy, bro. It would have been so fired that 6/9, even though it's still gangster. 6/10,
yeah, as long as you're not stuck in it shoulda, coulda, woulda, don't do that.
But dog, it was only one day from 6/9. That'd have been so magical, bro.
That's what you think right now. We
it's probably still magical.
We can't go back to the future, into the past, and see what it would have been.
Yeah, we can't do that. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to do.
Unfortunately, I do have to wrap it up. 2-minute warning. Let's do like final thoughts and kind of wrap up, go around and say,
just have love in your heart, man. Yeah. Love. You get infinite powers with love. I love you guys. Blessings.
Love and bliss.
Love and bliss and gratitude. Always gratitude.
Man, we gotta end it with
final thoughts, Chef. For the long-awaited.
I have like so many uploads right now. My brain is like.
I love it. Every time we get together, this happens. We have some type of download, upload. It's always.
But building, I can't. Wow. Always.
Right?
You gotta understand, I'm a ball full of energy, man. You can't just give me downloads and let me run off. I gotta apply this. I gotta write a script. I gotta write an ebook. I gotta make a music. I gotta talk.
These are the times that I'm usually my most creative. Like if I stop this and go like record a song or something, like that's what I like to do with my creative energy, but usually life gets in the way and the kids will be calling or wife, somebody needs something. So I have to go straight from this creative task into something else.
You're a gangster, bro.
If you can keep that energy,
that juice,
I'm great. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming.
I love, man. Blessings. Thank you for having this podcast. JD Fresh, Chef Pea. Blessings, love, peace, and swag.
Stop the thing. Where